Hello everybody, I'm Arglefump. This is a review for Primer. This is a superhero graphic novel, and I thought it was really good. I really liked this, I really enjoyed it, so did my kid. I got it from the library, and you can tell it's well loved, because like, the first 4 pages are practically falling off. Well, I guess I can't show that off without like almost destroying the pages. But yeah, kids are reading this book and enjoying it. It's a superhero story. I believe it's set in the like DC universe, although none of the superheroes, official superheroes, actually appear besides Primer. This is sort of an origin story. It's about Ashley. She's like Ashley Rayburn. So, her dad's in jail, and so she's kind of a mischievous girl who bounces around from foster home to foster home. That's her story, and she gets these really cool foster parents. The dad is really cool and helps her out and helps encourages her with her art, whereas the mom is a little bit distant. And they kind of have a misunderstanding where she thinks that the mom doesn't really want her, which is not true. Mom's kind of stressed out because of her work with her top secret government agency stuff. And this is where the superhero thing comes into play. They're building this paint-based weapon. The idea is that basically you just put some paint on your shoulder or whatever, and it gives you a superpower. And it's really cool that we've got like, I'll show you the picture. The artwork's really good. I do like the artwork, especially the colors, which makes sense for like a painting and color based superhero. But there's like 30 different colors, and each one of them gives you a superpower. So one gives you super speed, like one gives you super strength, one lets you teleport, one lets you fly. She can only use 3 at once, because if she could use all of them at the same time, she'd be invincible. Similarly, the colors don't refill automatically, so you have to wait a little while in between uses. So those are the limitations to the powers, and they're pretty. I mean, I think that's a pretty decent setup. I think the first third of the book is basically introducing her foster parents, and she meets a new friend who works with hair stuff. So that's how she has like wigs. I really like the wigs that she puts on to disguise herself. I thought those were cool. And like I said, she's kind of got this really evil dad. That's her tragic backstory, and he's really controlling. Even though he's in jail, he's still trying to control her. And yeah, that's kind of dark. But so she does her superhero thing for the first time when she saves a plane that's falling. And it's a really funny joke. Let's see if I can find it. A joke, the little girl saying, "Oh, it's Rainbow Dash! Woohoo!" And other picture. Yep. Yeah, like you can see, like the artwork's really cool, and the splotches are very artistic. Whereas, if it was me and I just had body paint for my superpowers, I just like dab, 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 done. Those would be my 3. I'd also play around a lot more with like the super intelligence, like make myself super smart, and then do the Batman thing with coming up with all sorts of crazy plans and super smart ones. That'd be cool. Superhero novel though, so we've got to have a big bad to fight at the end, and the big villain is the military guy. So the military is unhappy that the paints were stolen from them, and they want them back. And so they kind of hire this rogue mercenary who does work for the military. Strack was his name, and yeah, he goes rogue. He basically, let's see, kind of cool. Yeah, she introduces herself as Primer to everybody on the news, and that's basically how the people find out about her. Like, she's instantly recognized by her foster mother, and then the evil military guy. So he fights with her with his like, I guess, robot people, and he fights and wins and gets all of the paints away from her, because he can use the paints as well. The limitation being that, like, only she can use the paints and only he can use the paints. They're the only two. They were the only ones that got the activating agent. So it's not just, like, anybody can use the paints. So he basically beats her up and steals the paints, but she's got one left. Like, he took all 32, but there's number 33. She's still got her hands on that. And so he, like I said, he goes rogue and kidnaps her foster parents. And he's like, hey, I'm going to kill them if you don't give me the final paint. And that's when she gets to do the big superhero thing. And standard, like, superhero storytelling, or just standard storytelling in general, like, the bad guy wins one big fight before the big epic showdown where the bad guy is thoroughly defeated. She cleverly takes advantage of the fact that you can't use more than 3 paints at once to, like, spray him using, like, a super soaker. She sprays him with paint number 4 and basically has the electric effect and knocks him out. And then they have a big fight where they try all sorts of different paints against each other. And that was really cool. He tries turning into her father to scare her, but, she manages to fight back and defeat him, and it's pretty cool. And it ends with, it's really funny, too. I mean, it's not the most hilarious superhero graphic novel I've ever read, but it's got some decent jokes, mostly with the foster father, because he's him and the friend are sort of like the comedy relief, maybe. Yeah. And so at the very end, she gets, like, her official superhero outfit, so that's cool. And there's going to be a sequel, so I'll definitely read, and I'll definitely get the sequel and do a review for that as well. I liked it. I mean, I liked it enough. I want to check out the sequel. I liked it enough that, if they made, like, an animated movie based on this book, I would totally watch it. And that's enough for me when it comes to superhero graphic novels. Not like one of those people that gets super obsessive over comic books and characters and that sort of thing. But I'm like, is this a decent superhero story for middle schoolers? Yeah. Will they like it? Sure. Constantly checked out at my library, so at least the people near my place enjoy it, and I could see why. I thought it was good. So I give Primer, a superhero graphic novel, a thumbs up. Stay tuned, because I'm going to post a review for the second book in the series as soon as I get it and read it. Bye.